What kind of player is Wayne Rooney?
I think he's the perfect partner for a striker. So, as myself, as a striker, I would like to play with a player like Wayne Rooney because I always said he's the perfect partner because he's not ego, he's a team player. He runs a lot, he fights a lot, he sacrifices a lot, he scores goals, he makes beautiful assists. He's the complete partner. So I didn't have the luck to play with him, and he would be the how do you say the ideal
Ideal.
partner for a striker. So whoever played with Rooney, he has to be very happy and lucky because for sure he made them much better than what they were.
When we did an interview with him a few weeks ago, and he talked about when he played with Cristiano, and Cristiano was really starting to go to another level. And Wayne said, "Well, I was just happy to do whatever I needed to do to help him." Do you think he's in some ways too helpful to others?
I think things he does, he don't get really credit he deserves to get because I mean another player is Paul Scholes. Everybody was talking about all the other stars, but less about Paul Scholes. But for me, the big United when it was the big United was Paul Scholes. He was the main player, and same thing with Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney for me, when he played with Cristiano, all the work was done by Wayne Rooney. But he didn't get the credit that Ronaldo got because Ronaldo was scoring all the amazing goals, a lot of goals, and so on, so on. So I think he did what he needed to do, and he's still doing it. Wayne Rooney, he's too helpful, good. He doesn't think about himself only. He thinks about the team. He wants to win. He does everything to win. So he has done a fantastic job. He had a fantastic career so far, and being himself and playing the way he does is because of that. So, no, I think opposite. He did good.
In some, it's strange, but in England, there's an attitude with some people that say that Wayne Rooney can't be considered a great player for England because he hasn't won a major tournament. There's a kind of English arrogance there about that kind of thing.
I think when it comes to winning trophies, it's not about one player. I mean, if we would play tennis, yes, it's an individual sport, but now we play a collective sport, so it's not about Wayne Rooney only. He has a big responsibility, yes. He has a big major in the part, yes, but it's not only him that decides the tournament and to win the trophies, let's say. So, but for me, he's a great player, no doubts. I mean, if I look back to English players, for me, the one I will remember, it's Wayne Rooney and David Beckham. And then you have some others, but these are my main targets I would think about when I think about it.
Do you know many of the other England teams?
I know many players. I mean, I think the Premier League is pretty hyped, so they get big publicity international. So, I mean, you have Steven Gerrard, you have Lampard, you have, if we go back, Gary Lineker, Paul Gascoigne. They're big players from the past.
Now, you've been at the pinnacle of the international game and the global game for a long time, and your career's similar duration to Wayne. How difficult is it to maintain for that long at the top?
I think it's difficult. I think big players, these great players, they have their moments, and when I say they have their moments, it's while in 1 to 3 years, but to continue for 5 years, for 10 years, like Wayne Rooney has done it, it's not easy. It's pressure every day, playing for big team every day. People are satisfied today, but tomorrow they want something else. They want even more. And I think, I don't know him personally, but I think he's more or less like me. He's never satisfied. He always wants more. When he has done something good, he always wants to do more the game after. So, and playing for Manchester United, yeah, I think it's a big pressure. So it's not an easy job. Then outside also, you need to be professional doing your job there because you have eyes on you 24 hours. So, and and I don't think people really understand that, because they always ask something from the football player, but they don't understand really the situation, how it is, and how big sacrifice it is behind everything. So it's a big pressure.
And
very
what about
big.
growing up in public? You know, for you a burst on the scene, for example. Wayne Rooney burst on the scene in 2004. He was 18, 19. But is it easy when you start your career and then suddenly you're like, okay, now I've got to mature and
I think you do mistakes. I mean, I did a lot of mistakes. I will still do mistakes, and I will learn from my mistakes, because nobody's perfect, and it doesn't exist the word perfect today. And for sure, Wayne Rooney did his mistakes, and I think the situation in England is also when somebody is an upcoming star. I mean, they look for him, they wait for him to do something. Whatever it is, becomes hyped big, and he was in in that picture. So, but I think he handled it good. He has become mature, but that is nothing you choose. That is something you become automatically by the age, by the experience, and he became the one he was supposed to become. So not easy because of the focus, the hype he has have around him, and. But he has handled it good. I like the way he has done his things, because he's a little bit like me, like a bad boy. I like that image.
and he's like you in that he's a world-class player playing for a team that might not be full of world-class players at international level. I think, is that fair to say?
I mean, he still plays in Manchester United. I mean, every team has his moments, and United had their moments, looking for new challenges, looking for new players to get to the big stage, let's say, and as long as he is in Manchester United, he will always be challenging the big trophies, to play for the big trophies. So, but every team have their moments, absolutely.